Welcome everybody, my name is Jack, and this is City Skylines, a game that I've been really excited to play for many weeks, since it's been really announced. I really enjoy city builders. It's a game genre that I've always enjoyed, simulations and management, especially the modern titles, which are a bit easier to use. I didn't grow up in the SimCity 2000s, but the more modern ones I played a bit, and then when the latest SimCity came out, I was like, this looks amazing, but I didn't pre-order it, and I'm glad I didn't, because it turns out it just didn't deliver the way that I wanted it. I wanted the game to be done. Now, see, Skylines, though, is absolutely incredible. I've played about 3 or 4 hours, and it's just everything that I wanted it to be like it is. I'm just like, this is too good. This is incredible. It's made by Colossal Order and published by Paradox Interactive. Absolutely incredible. I'm going to hopefully put out a good 30-minute episode every day coming up to release, and probably just for weeks and weeks after release as well. Maybe not every day, but especially for the first week or two every day. But there won't be one tomorrow just because I've got a massive stream happening tonight, and there won't be time for me to record one before then. So, I've played some of this game already. I've got my city built up. But I'm going to start a new game, and what I need to hear from you guys is, what do you want to see? I want to know, like, what things you want me to spend more time on. Like, do you want to know more about the bus management or waste management? What questions do you have? Just pour them into the comments. If you've got names for districts, so we can do like suburbs or districts of the area, just post them in the comments. I want you guys to be involved in this. And I think it'd be really neat to have a world which we craft together. I thought we could jump into my one. It's already up to like 10,000 to 11,000 people now, which is actually pretty awesome. I've had it played on like maximum speed the whole time. I've got up to the point where I can build train systems and dams, but I thought we'd start from the start because there's loads of things in this game, and I want to just introduce them as we go along. So I'm playing on Green Plains. It's a pretty sweet map, but I thought there's a different couple of styles. There's this northern style. I can't remember what this is, what that one's called, but then we've got more of a sunnier, beachy style here. I'm gonna go for Diamond Coast. That music gets really grand. The name of the city, I'm gonna call it Christchurch, and that's the city that I live in at the moment. So Christchurch, New Zealand. It was the 3rd largest city, I'm pretty sure, in New Zealand. So I thought that's a pretty sweet name. Now I've got left side traffic turned on. For everybody viewing this like in the States and stuff, you'll probably be like, oh no, I'm not gonna be able to understand it. But it'll make sense pretty soon. I actually, because where I live, it's left side of traffic. When I started playing this, it looked weird to me because I've watched so many trailers of this that they're all on the right hand side. But I'm used to it now. Let's start. Let's create an incredible city. I'm looking forward to playing through this game. Rightio. So, we need to start by building some roads and zoning areas next to them. Buildings will spawn in the zoned areas, and you'll unlock new city services and buildings as your city grows. Cool. So, we have this tiled building. It looks tiny, but if you don't know anything about City Skylines, that's one tile. We can have up to 9 tiles. So it could be all on a line, it could be in many different areas. And the main thing is that it will... There's mods which allow you to go up to a 5x5 region. That's like 100 squared Ks. It's something absolutely ridiculous. So, in this area, we've got an outside connection to a highway, which is pretty cool. I don't know what my graphics settings are at. They're about medium, I'm pretty sure. So you'll see some pop in, and there does seem to be like a bit of a grain filter. Like if you look at the shadows here, it seems like there's a grain filter or something going on. I don't know if that's not one of my settings. I'll have to turn it off, but it's alright. And we've got some water as well, which will be really important in a moment. So we need to build a road. Now, sadly, when you build a road, you've only got one road to start with. Everything else is locked. I'm going to build one little road, and then delete it. And the reason why that is that as soon as you build one road, it unlocks a whole lot of other ones, which I don't really understand it too much. So we can build a small roundabout, we can build some larger roads which have a higher speed limit and capacity, or you can make them one way. You could have, later on, we can have roads which don't have parking on the side but are more decorative and lower noise pollution. One thing I found, I would probably call it annoying. Yeah, I want to say annoying. This highway has 2 lanes that come off, so in and out. They're 3-laned one-way roads, but I can't build 3-lane one-way roads. So I thought that was a bit odd. This thing I would like to do is build a 6-lane road. I could just build a straight line like this, but I found that if if I join these both into it, the traffic light intersections are so close together. So generally what I do is I build it a bit further away. And you've got different tools. You've got straight here. And the shading on the sides of it is how much zoning will be created by it. We can also do freeform, which I love this tool because you can build absolutely beautiful roads. Let's just build a straight road for the moment. And what I'll do is then I will get 2-lane one-way roads. Get the freeform tool. You can get rid of that pop-up for us. And build something like that. So that means there's a large, I guess a large changeover that's a large amount of space for things to turn around. So something like this, like that. Awesome, cool. So it might look a bit weird, but I think having this extra space will be really, really helpful later on. Now, I need to start building the city, but I'm going to build some more roads out first. We actually start with a decent amount of money. The interesting thing I found is that, and it's really well I realized this, I'll build some straight roads for the moment, but I like building the curvy roads. They look much nicer. This road's 6-lane wide. They can turn around, so a car coming out of here can go across traffic to turn right. But on this type of road, they can't because of the dividers and they have to go round. So there are positive and negatives to different road layouts. It's interesting to switch between the two. So I could go through here and put some more zoning in there, but you'll probably realize that it's going to create more intersections for this traffic to go through. So you've got to be really, really careful with how you go about things. So let's build to there. I don't want to be too particular. I want to go... No, I don't want to go that far. Something like that. Roads are zoning now, and there shouldn't be, the intersections there shouldn't be too much of a worry, because we'll probably grid out from there. So I can use different tools to select either residential, low density commercial, and industrial. Industrial is, has some pollution tied to it. So I'm going to put residential on the inside. So I'm going to use the painting tool for this. And so that means, because I want to put commercial on this main road. I don't think people should be on the main road, really. They can be on that side there. So this is a little bit. So I can use the painting tool. I can also use like a selecting tool. So I can say anything that's not selected, automatically highlight it. I got different circles and whatnot. And people are actually starting to move in, which is pretty crazy of them, because there's no power. Let's pause the game. There's no power. And we've got two different types of power we could use. We can use wind turbines, which is really good at the start, but they only generate 0 to 8. And the highlighting there is showing how much, I guess, how much grunt they're going to give us. So you can see that here, the estimated production's only 3 megawatts. Well, over here, it's 8. So that's much better. We can use coal. Coal costs, so if these are only $80 a week and cost 6 grand, but it's only 3 times the cost. It costs a lot more to run, but it produces 40. But then there's a lot of noise and pollution tied to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build some wind turbines, and they're quite noisy. So I'm actually going to put them here by the coast. Where I guess noise is too much of a matter. I'm going to run some power lines in. And you might be thinking, oh, why would you put it so far away? Well, I have to build some water plants over here to get the water out, and I'll have to run power lines over anyway, so it will be absolutely fine. So you don't choose a direction with this, they automatically spin around. Is this where the beach is? Oh, there's no beach there, so that's alright, okay. So let's build 2 of these. And in terms of water, we have to build a water pumping station and a sewage output. Now, the thing with this is, there's no water flow here. It's very limited, so the sewage is going to pull out. So as soon as we can, we need to buy a new region. We need to buy upstream. And so I can be sucking water, because if you look, those arrows, I can be sucking water out here and the sewage will flow down. So my water pumping station is going to be as close as it can there, and the sewage is going to be as close as it can down the other end. We'll put some pumps between the two. I like keeping my pumps on the ground. I'm going to go in like that, even though it's on the angle. Water carries both sewage and water, which is awesome. And all we need to do is build a power line. We need to build a power line over to the sewage station as well. $400. And then to here. If I get to there, hopefully I can build some commercial. Actually, let's unpause the game, and I'm gonna build. Get rid of this. I'm gonna build all this to be residential as well. I want some commercial in here, and you notice the cool thing, it's not overlapping what I've already done, so that makes it real easy to be placing things down. Now the power, it just needs to carry across. Okay, cool. Now a building built there, the zones popped out. Now everyone should be getting power. So if we look at the water chart, water is flowing beautifully. Water in, sewage out. So sewage, I have no idea which one the sewage is. The symbols are going this like both ways. That's a bit confusing. And then sewage treatment is low. I guess it's just going to sort itself out. Things take time. Like if you put in some type of policy, which maybe costs you to put in smoke detectors everywhere, it's not going to be instantly showing your budget. You got to let it roll out a bit. So I'm going to speed up time a little bit. We'll get people set up. We're also going to need industry. But look at these beautiful houses. People are moving in. Level 1 at the moment. We can use a whole lot of different overlays to check out like what fire safety is, or maybe what the wind or happiness, current traffic. Traffic should be alright at the moment. Alright, so there's some commercial places coming in, and they're making some jobs for our citizens, which is great. What will happen though is that trucks are going to come off the ramp, and they're going to bring in supplies, so they'll have to come round to get to there. We need industry. We desperately need industry. So I'm going to build in here, because that's a lot of forestry. And soon we'll be able to have districts which have certain specializations, and I'll be able to build a forestry district. And I think that will work really well. We've only got 23 grand though, so I don't want to spend too much money. Let's build a road that comes down here. I don't like how polluting industry is though. I wonder if I could build a road coming off here. It means I would be able to easily get to work though, the citizens. Let's again have some type of curved road system. I need to just connect those that last little bit up. Or maybe if I... Oh! That's not what I wanted to do at all. Build that a bit further. There we go. I can turn snapping off as well, actually. And that allows me to make like very fine adjustments. Okay, so on pause, we'll build some industrial way over here. That should be plenty for them for the moment. Cool. So the buildings are going down. I like how you can turn everything off and get a beautiful view. Actually, there is a cinematic view in the bottom right-hand corner here. And I can turn tilt shift on. I think I actually have it turned quite low. Let's actually have a look at the graphics settings so you can see. My shadows and texture are quite high. I've got anti-aliasing enabled, which is great. The game's running really well. My computer isn't that amazing. So I'm going to turn this, let's turn that tilt shift way up. And go back into cinematic. Yeah, I like that tilt shift effect when you zoom in. It's probably a bit over the top in the current perspective, but like this, being able to look at the cars and yeah, just witness your city grow. And the cool thing is, it's all simulated. So cars park, and while other cars might drive through them, and police and fire trucks just get to where they need to go, there is definitely a lot of, like, all the traffic simulated. Like, I zoom out and I can't see them, I zoom back in, they're still there. It's not just like trying to represent something that's not actually happening, if you get what I mean. So let's build some more of that over there. I'll build some more commercial along here. Alright, so water is currently all sweet up there. You see the availability is fine. Power, we've got absolutely loads of it. We probably didn't need the 2 power plants, actually. Oh, but these guys don't have power or water. So that's probably an issue. Now they've got that. Now they've got the stuff that they need. And okay, we're losing quite a lot of money, but now we're making positive. Now we're bringing in the dough. And what's going to happen is, I'll let this roll for just a moment, but you'll see how things are changing. So the budget, like, it takes effect over time, but we're bringing in $700 now, considering we only have $1,200. Is this per week? I think it's per week. Yeah, weekly, and this is a day going past. This thing's alright, but we could do with more residential, because we've filled it all up, and there's demand for it. So I don't... Well, I could put people on these roads here. I kind of want to keep the side roads. Well, let's do another block. We'll go for the old two-lane thing. And you'll notice when I put this down, it's going to destroy some houses. I'm going to go for straight roads. It will destroy some properties, which will make them sad, but I think it's a worthy... I'm going to turn snapping back on. Oh, that's bad, actually. Cut off the power grid. Boop! There, that'll fix it. And... boop! There we go. Alright, let's build some roads inside here. We could go for like a road across there, which will add another intersection. But... we can probably build some nice curvy roads on the outside. Like so. And then we can just use the big marquee tool. Here we go. Blah, 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 blah. Bam! You wanted residential. You've got it. That should be enough for them. Look at them all move in. They want water, and that will be because there's no water that side of town. Alright, they got the water. Our next milestone, I think, is at 500. Is this it here? 550. Ah, so we'll be there in just a moment. And then we unlock some new things. And that's when the game... I like how it's kind of a tutorial at the start, unlocking slowly. There are a couple of things I wish I'd unlocked earlier, but that's okay. So taxes and loans we can now change. We don't have to deal with garbage, healthcare, and education. So, let's deal with garbage first. Garbage is trucks need to leave the garbage point and collect rubbish at these houses. You notice the time is going all the way back down to slow, but that's okay. For some reason this box doesn't render properly for me, but it's telling me the amount of tons, units and work, trucks. When I build one of these garbage points, you'll be able to see it a bit clearly. So it creates pollution though, which isn't great. I could build it up here in the industry, because I don't really care about industry. Industry already pollutes, so it's probably okay. But if I'm going to build houses in here, then that's going to stack. Maybe I'll just have to have a decent block of commercial. So if we go for garbage, actually having garbage, you'll notice that... I need to demonstrate this somehow. How can I do that? This is the area it's going to surface, and our city's so small, I can't build it here. But if you put it on a tiny side road, it really limits the effectiveness of it, because that road's going to limit traffic coming out of it. But I'm going to probably just build it on the end of, like, this road in here. And what that would allow it to do, while it's going to pollute like a bit more of the other side of the road, I'll have to put a lot more commercial in there. And the commercial buildings in there are probably going to be very nice. They won't want to live there. But it's going to have really good coverage. What I did with my last town is I built it like all the way over here. And I was often having garbage problems because it was taking a long time for them to get garbage across. Let's build some more commercial. Some more residential. It's wanting more industry. It's demanding more industry. You notice how quickly they're getting picked up as well. So, what else we got? Healthcare. We got 1 sick citizen. We can build a medical clinic. So, yeah, something like this. If I build it over here, you'll notice it's not even getting like most of our houses. Like on a side road here, would be alright, but you'll still notice it's not going too great onto the on-ramps up here. But if I build it on a main road, it gives it really good coverage. So I might build it down here, just enough that it's reaching this top part, because we're probably going to build houses. Actually, we could build houses out this way. We'll build it over here. It's just reaching that corner, and it should service a nice, large square of citizens. So we'll build that. It costs 10 grand though. It's a lot of money. It costs a lot to run, but everyone's made happy from it. Healthcare for everyone. Citizens flock to the treatment for various ailments, getting their flu shots. And the last one was education, and we need to build a school. And probably for the same reasons, I'll build it close to the roads as well. So something like here would be great. Alright, now we're low on money. So, we'll speed things up. Yep. Want some more industry. Kind of cutting through all of these trees. Let's build this, and I'm going to build another. Another little side road here. Not enough money. I need my dough. I'm getting $1,000 a week. It should be enough. $280, come on. Okay, there we go. Cool. Now I'm going to pave all this as industry. And... oh no, but I've got blackouts. I don't have enough power for it all. Industry. Actually, I'm going to cut out this side of industry. I don't know if it's going to kill the trees or not. Oh. In terms of power, we're not having enough. We don't have enough grunt, and it's going to cost $6 grand. So it's going to take a while for that money to pour in. I don't want to take out a loan because you have to pay back the loans. If you go into here, we could take out a 20 grand loan, but we have to pay back 20 grand. Well, it's not too bad. It's only $1 grand extra. Not enough electricity. I can understand that. I may have been causing some issues. We're half of the way there. They also need water as well, but those are expensive. I like building grand. Often with these games you need to build very slowly. Oh, we got the next level. We can get a new area. Perfect. We can do districts. We can do industry specializations, which is what I'm going to do in a moment. We can do fire, police, department. Forestry specialization. That's the one I really want to get. And yeah, police station, firehouse. Okay, cool. And we get a massive monetary bonus. Perfect. Speed up the time. I just want to see how much that... oh, it's only just enough. We'll build another one. I had to build quite a lot of these for it to take effect. So where's our pollution? Okay, the pollution is going downstream. That's right. Yeah, it is going down, so we probably don't need to worry too much about buying this next set of land. Because we can buy any of these plots now, and like it's like only $2 grand, $4 grand, $3 grand, $5 grand. But yeah, it's definitely fine. Okay, so let's build out the pipes in with our new money. Now we can build districts, and districts is where, so I can get out my big circle tool here, and I can go like this, blah, 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 and say that everything in here in Sterling Heights, and if you want to have a name for it, we can rename it later, please suggest. I'm going to say it's going to be forestry industry in here. That sadly is actually going to tell a lot of people to go quit. So that's okay, but hopefully forestry industry will come back. And I don't know if those trees disappear or how it takes effect, but we're cool to wait and see. So this is Woody's Wood. Or maybe forestry buildings build in forest. Because I can look at natural resources here, and we've got forest, where there's this much available, but I don't know how much it... well, I'll have to wait and see. It seems like it's building a whole lot of plantations. Oh no, these guys might be going to go get wood. I'll have to wait and see. We've got a little bit of fertile land in here. Lots of ore over there though. Look at that. I think we need to make our way over there. And there's oil up here. Those are some places we should definitely be working our way towards. Let's make another suburb over here. And that's called Foggy Park, which is a very silly name. We'll rename it later. It gives us a good counter for our population. Alright, so fires can be an issue. I've noticed fire hazards are really high, especially in industry. Probably especially with wood industry as well. If I go back to here, forest industry, slightly increased energy consumption, slightly increased tax income, and it needs forests. Okay, so we definitely need to build a fire department. I haven't actually met many police stations on my other one. That's right, but hold on. Hold on, everyone. The crime rate is high. Wow, our crime rate's at 28%. That's kind of ridiculous. Okay, we need to build a little cop station. Let's build him up here on the main road. That will give him good coverage of... If I build him over here, he's not going to get over there just yet, but it's these houses that got the issue. Let's build him just in here. It's going to destroy a house. It costs 12 grand, but that should save people. And you'll notice, hold on, if I turn off that overlay, we got a bunch of cop cars that are coming out, and they'll do patrols and whatnot. Alright, go to call-outs if there are any. That's cool. That should keep crime rate. Yeah, crime rate's disappearing. Why are you cutting on the trees? I hope our place is not going to become too barren. Oh, I can hear that ding, 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 ding. What that is that they're all upgrading because it's like good conditions for them. They're enjoying having cops patrol the streets and whatnot. And next is fire, and we've nearly got enough. It's going to cost all that money though. But this is really important, and I want to have it close to industry so it can get to industry quickly. And this is a road where they can switch to the other side very quickly, so I think here's good. Fire station here as well. They're all happy. These guys always seem to have issues with fires, but that's okay. So what is this? Not enough workers. Wow, there's massive demand. Okay. Newly unlocked service. Do we have it? I don't see any services in here. Alright. Thanks for telling us nothing. Let's build some more of these roads. We don't have enough money for it though. We'll have to let it tick over. Why can't it on the trees? I hope our city won't turn to a barren wasteland now. Save the trees, deforestation. Like, I know they'll be unhappy because of it, but I feel like forest industry would be really good. Actually, I want to put a couple of just industry spots over here in the forest. I want to see what happens to that spot. Yeah, okay. The power's being cut. The power will be back in just a moment. Just build me some houses here, please. As long as one house goes in there, yeah, they will be connected up again. Does that place burn down? This place burnt down. Fire brigade. You're not doing a very good job, are you? I don't want to put them too close to the edges because I know I have to build the roads there. The house will need to move now. But destroying one or two houses isn't, I guess, too big of an issue. So, now what we'll do is we'll put the water down. Now we just want to let things tick over, really. When's our next milestone? Right, our last milestone was... Oh, we can actually see through. Oh, okay, it's only 1600. Well, we're about to pick that off. And there's a really important one which I underestimated the first time I played this. A really important service that we need to be using. Some more commercial. Yeah, we don't have much commercial at all, do we? That's what this main road was going to be for. And that's what all that's going to be for as well. Alright, we got it. So decoration is the one I'm thinking of. Decoration, and we have smoking ban, pet bans, and we can build a high school for the second tier of education. But decoration is really important for making people feel happy where they are. And so... they're all quite expensive. Some of them are quite large, but they do a great job. So plazas with trees could fit in here. And it'll service the circle there. And if I speed up time a bit, see those green arrows? That's and it's becoming a browner, so it's more like average level. How much was the last like? It's 5 grand, but it would make people really happy. I want to build a large park because I always think it's really good. Right in the center there as well. Electricity. is connected again. Come on. No, it's connected. There we go. I like how it triggers all through. And I like how there's that little delay with it happening because it makes it feel like it is being simulated. It's not... Yeah. You can probably tell that I enjoy this game. So hopefully now what are people going to be like, oh wow, you know, it's quite nice around here. And you can hear that sound, the ding-ding-ding-ding. People are upgrading their houses because, like in here, you know, town is getting nicer. It's a nicer place to live. Power consumption is a bit rough. That's just into the yellow, into the brown out areas again. Let's put one more. In terms of schooling, I don't know why these houses are so brown, considering they're like right next to a school. Like it is, I guess we only have our capacities nearly maxed out. In terms of high school, which is real expensive, it's 24 grand. We have to save it quite a while for it. It gets them over to the next tier. There's 500 people eligible for it. Loads more spots for residential, and it's really what we need to build because residential is where we get our taxes from. It's where it brings in all the money. Just looking at the lay of the land and how I want to design these roads out. And let's build... something like this. And then just go blah, 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 houses. Houses everywhere. Move in, people. We won't put them near that big road over there because there'll be quite a lot of noise pollution. So what I'm going to do in just a moment, once I've finished painting this all out and putting some water. Not enough money. Wow, did I use up all my money then? Man, I'm spending loads. I think it's because in my previous playthrough I was just... I never seemed to have to take loans, and I was just really confident, and it looks like it's biting me in the ass a bit more this time. Okay, we're going to have more people and we can have more industry. Doesn't look like it's doing anything to the trees. What I might do though is I might lower it down. We could go for a smaller painting brush, Jack. Yeah, and just go for some standard industry in here. Alright, so what I'm going to do is this will be the end of our episode, but before I finish the episode, what I want to do is I want to spend some time going through the data views, or the info views. So, electricity, all okay, we're doing alright on energy. Water's pumping great, loads of water availability and sewage treatment. And it's all getting dumped out here, which is terrific. Garbage is doing alright, landfill's only 14% full, and garbage trucks are going around and everyone's being serviced very well. Education's a bit different. Elementary is serving quite a few people, but it's not too great. High school's serving no one, and we need to get that soon. So we might have to take a loan out for it. And there's lots of people eligible for university, but we can't even unlock that yet. Happiness is great. Look at that. Really good happiness amongst people. That's really nice to see. Health. Good health. Death care. Don't have to worry about death yet, but we will get there eventually. And we'll have to build cemeteries and crematoriums soon. Levels. Oh, this shows us the... I don't think I've actually looked at this info view yet. The different, like, tiers of buildings. Level 2, level 2, level 1, level 1, level 1. These will be level 2. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Wind. That's not really important. Traffic, though. That's always an important one. Traffic. So we're getting quite a lot of jams here. And this is what I was saying. Even though we've only got half of the traffic from the highway coming in here, it still clogs up a lot in here. Goodness me, look at this traffic. We could always build a roundabout in here, but the small roundabouts aren't too good. The building's on fire. Hold on. So hopefully, it's right here. We're going to see some fire trucks I have no idea where all the fire trucks are, though. Does it highlight where my fire trucks are? I can't see them all. Where are my fire trucks? Oh, here's one. Straight to the green van. He'll stop there. Quick, save it. Put the water on it. Yes, fire truck number 2. I love how this is considered a blocked road and they just turn around. Oh, he's gone inside. Go save them, bro. Donut van, no, you can't pass through here. I love there's a construction site next to a building that's on fire. Okay, cool, that saved it. Traffic, should tackle that next time. Pollution, we're keeping over there. Noise, that's something we have to think about as well. Fire safety is alright. Crime rate's going well. Natural resources we saw before. And land value is quite high there. Well, guys, thank you for watching this episode. I want to hear what you want to see. What do you want me to spend time on? Do you want to really investigate different types of industries? Soon we'll have bus things to look at. And what are your suburb names? Let me know. Stay tuned for loads of episodes on this. I want to do a series with myself playing, and I want to do a separate city with myself and my wife playing as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.